Welcome to Evening of Empowerment, the podcast for out of school time professionals, educators, and leaders who are passionate about growth, impact, and innovation in education. I'm your host, Richmond Brown, and the founder of Enrich by Richmond, where we're dedicated to inspiring leaders, elevating program quality, and creating enriching experiences for students and staff. This week, I'm excited to bring something a little different. I'm excited to bring you something to start your week, something that can support you in continuing leveling up. I'm here to bring you some Monday motivation. Before I get started, as you know, it's Labor Day, so happy Labor Day. And also a reminder, I'm your host, Richmond Brown, and I'm so happy to have all of you here listening with me. I'm also excited to be back in front of this microphone and on this platform, being able to provide you something true, something authentic, and something so real. You know, life started lifing, people, and work started working, but know the learns were being learned along the way. And in that, I'm able to continue to come to you to continue to speak power, continue to speak truth, provide motivation, and hopefully inspiration for you to continue to keep doing what you're doing and to continue to do it in excellence. In that, I am excited to jump in. Now, let me be real. As we all know, school has just started off. So shout outs to all of our principals, teachers, educators, leaders that are returning back and are getting started and ready for this upcoming 25-26 school year. Now, let's be honest. It is a new school year, and the school year has really kicked off very quickly for a lot of those who are in the expanded learning field or in after school. And I will say some of us are still feeling the kick. And that kick is the kick, honestly, from not really having a moment in between the last school year, starting the summer, and then starting a brand new school year. And from a true leader standpoint, I want to share that I do understand. I know that for a fact that programs are still trying to stabilize. I know for, the school year, schools are still trying to stabilize. With shift in leaders, shift in staff, brand new teachers, brand new after school professionals, there's a lot of learns that are happening. And again, I want to offer a little grace. Staff are still finding the rhythm and the balance to avoid the burnout before the next break, and not including this break that's just happening right now, but until the next one. And for many of them who've been in the thick of it daily, it can feel like little fires have been popping up everywhere. And if that's you right now, I want to take a moment to say, I see you and I feel you. And as a leader, I want you to know that you're not alone at all. I want to start by really acknowledging the challenges. I want to start by saying I know that the new year can be overwhelming, staff changes can be frustrating, attendance is fluctuating. You didn't get all the supplies that you ordered. There's been a parent concern, there's been an admin concern, there's been last minute schedule shifts. And as a leader, it's so easy to live in that reaction mode, whatever that may look like for you. But here's the truth: we have the power and the right to pause and rest, refocus, and lead our teams with clarity and intentions. In that, I'm going to take some time to provide you with some strategies and how to do just that. First, you are going to want to create clarity daily with your team. You're going to start each day with a quick huddle. In that huddle, you want to make sure that you set the tone for what the day is going to look like and what it's going to feel like. In that, you want to also set priorities for your team while building goals collectively. After you've done all of that, you want to review your schedules, review any deadlines, and allow space for communication and collaboration. And make sure that everyone knows that their role is very impactful and it brings value each and every day. You can set about 10 to 15 minutes a day or weekly to ensure that that clarity is set. And what I would say is again that 10 minutes of clarity saves hours of confusion later. So that would be my first strategy that I would provide. The second would be, plan with purpose. We always say it's so important to be intentional. Don't just fill the time. Ask yourself and ask your team, what do we want students to walk away with today? Do we want them to walk away with joy? Do we want them to walk away with a new skill? Do we want them to walk away with that sense of belonging? When you name it, you can build it into the day. Your day can be very intentional. My third strategy would be empower collaboration with your team. As the head of what you do, don't forget your staff has ideas. Let them share them. Let them share them. Give them the space to co create with you. And believe it or not, when people feel heard, they are more invested. And they often will provide you some solutions that you may have never saw coming. There is a power of sharing ideas. I was able to do a training in Flint, Michigan at the beginning of August, and I shared that with the group of individuals that were in the training. And I shared it's so important for us to be able to collaborate and speak to one another because in those conversations, we can build up upon them or even support in creating guardrails around them to make them sustainable. So don't be afraid to offer your idea as it may actually spark something more and create a beautiful, beautiful fire that can really impact positively in the spaces that you work in. My fourth strategy to you would be think about yourself as either firefighters versus being fire preventers. Yes, as whatever your role is, it is our job to put out fires. That's going to happen. That's just part of the job, though. I don't want you to live there. If you decide to live there, that's a choice, but you don't have to live there. I'm going to let you know that. After the fire's out, I give you full permission to pause and ask yourself, how do we keep this from happening again? I'm going to say that question one more time. How do we keep this from happening again? That one reflection can shift your perspective. That one reflection can shift you from being reactive to being proactive in your role. That type of guardrail in place will not just help you, but can help others in the future once you have identified what it could be that could keep this from happening again. And finally, I would say recalibrate. You've heard me say it before, and I will remind you until the end. It is okay to recalibrate. Do not burn out. When that stress starts building in your body, I give you permission to just pause, even when the work won't. You've got to pause for yourself so you can continue to be the best. Because let's be honest, your body will pause you itself if you don't. So take a moment to step back, take a deep breath, and ask, what really matters right now? And then take that and move forward. Let's remind ourselves that the reset not only keeps you grounded, it shows your team what resilience looks like in a healthy way. In that, I leave you with some encouraging words. I recently started reading this book called Deliberate Creative Teams How to Lead for Innovative Results by Dr. Amy Klamer. And in reading this, I just want to share with you. She shares a story of how innovation is personal to her. In her book, she reminds us that innovation can lead to positive change. Innovation is about solving real problems and leads to real solutions for real people. And in that, I want to share with you and remind you solving problems without a known solution requires creativity. And creativity involves identifying challenges, generating ideas, developing those ideas into viable solutions, and implementing a new solution. And yes, that may sound like a lot of work, but know those results can be remarkable. I encourage you to continue to lead intentionally. I encourage you to continue to recalibrate through tough moments. And I hope that you know that through every challenge that you, that I, that we face today is shaping us to be a stronger person for our future and shaping us to support us for a stronger life ahead. Let us continue to encourage one another. Let our stories continue to be pillars for each other as we continue to navigate through life. Please stay encouraged, stay empowered, and I will see you next time. And as always, if you ever need a little ounce of encouragement, please do not hesitate to reach out and connect with me at hello@enrichedbyrichmond.com or connect with me on LinkedIn at Richmond Brown there. Again, have a wonderful week ahead, and I will catch you soon.